discomfort or dis-ease has to do with the nature of the soul, where a well comfort leveled soul is and spirit is going to have peace and joy and be able to express all manner of gratitude because it will see beauty everywhere. A person who's very, very stressed out physically or exhausted or poorly nourished through their food intake will end up having some discomfort, and there can be blockages in the chakras, and they may need care. And that is often a very early place to start working, especially with what we call the chelation, which is a process of balancing, clearing, and recharging the field and getting the chakras open and spinning clockwise so that all the corresponding organs to each chakra will be receiving the nourishment that you need for good health.
Okay. So I want to ask about personal transformation when you're actually becoming healer in just 1 second, but can you maybe clarify for the audience? So do they train you to see these fields? Are you sensing these fields? Because I understand that you can sometimes like actually see the blockages. So are they training you on this?
At the Brennan School, they do teach through intuition exercises and through learning how to move through levels of the chakras and the levels of the field so that you can see better. People see in different ways, and some people see through vision. You can see literally, or you can see symbolically, and I tend to see a combination of both. Many people don't have it the way they wish they had it, but they do have an ability to sense energy. And we call that follow the energy because it will guide you to the information within the person. There are different types of intuition, such as clairvoyance, which is seeing through vision. There's clairaudience, which was my first initial sort of intuition. And I would say that was creeping up on me in my young adulthood because I had shut it down when I was young, when I was accosted by a negative, dark being. And I just shut it down and thought that wasn't a good deal. And then it began to happen where I was figuring out. So I'm a big believer in the people who have a divine knowing or a sense of understanding or even seeing well into the energy field. I know people who can see the course star very easily. I see it in terms of rays, and sometimes I don't see all the information that other people may gather from it, but we all have different ways of seeing or sensing. Another way is through clairsentience, which is through smell. We may smell something. Like I've been around beautiful people who do not ever wear fragrance because they're highly allergic, but being in their field, I could smell a very beautiful fragrance coming from their essence. So I have really enjoyed at times getting smells. I have at points smelled terrible smells, and then later in the day seen a image of a person and knew that they were in trouble. So everyone develops a different way, and there you can be taught. And through working with your energy field, especially as you clear it, you are very likely to develop your intuition.
Fascinating. All right, so I want to go back to this thought I had before about personal transformation and like to becoming a healer. Because I imagine if someone's life is a bit messy, it's going to not be as easy for them to pick up on these energies or see the auras or sense and be an efficient healer, so to speak. So, what inner shifts did you have to go through in order to hold that space so that you could be, as beneficial to others as you could?
I embarked on a healing journey before I formalized my training in the healing sciences. There is psychological work that you can do. There is work with energizing your body so that it is in balance, especially with your chakras, because many people are localized where their talents are, which may be mental. Some people are not very comfortable feeling their feelings, so they may avoid the sacral chakra, which is in the lower abdomen. The root is another chakra that a lot of people avoid because it means you've got to be connected to earth. And quite a few people come to earth not really wanting to be here. They may have felt there was a hostile environment awaiting them. They may have had bad experience in past lives. They just may feel like coming to earth is not going to be a good deal for them, and they may stay with their energy field raised up so that it doesn't meet the ground and doesn't envelop their lower extremities. Um, we want the process of transformation is bringing everything into wholeness, and there are always parts of ourselves that we have forgotten through trauma, through a decision, a self-protective decision of, I'm not going to deal with that. I'm just going to put it behind me, shove it aside. I'm going to go on with my life and pretend that never happened. And I myself did a lot of that when I was coming out of the story that is portrayed in the book.